I fear this is going to be slightly controversial, and it shouldn't be, but older Supernatural fans are the backbone of this fandom, and they deserve more respect. I've just seen one too many people under the age of 25 complaining about the Gen X and millennial groups in the Supernatural fandom, as if they are not the reason the show went on for 15 years, you guys. It's the main general audience that watched the show when it was airing that is the reason your beloved show existed for as long as it did. In fact, it's the only reason that Creation Entertainment can continue to put on multiple conventions a year 5 years after the show has ended, you guys. If you've been in a convention room and you look around, a majority of the people who have the money to go to these things consistently and to keep them going year after year are people with full-time jobs and solid incomes. Millennial and Gen Xers, right? And Destiel people, I'm looking right at you. You would not have 120,000 works in the archive of our own tag if it weren't for these groups of people in our fandom. And guess what, you guys? If you're gonna stay alive, you're gonna be old too at some point. That's right, it's coming for you too. Like, why are you guys thirsting over men who are pushing 50 years old and then talking smack about the 30, 35, 40-year-olds in the fandom? Something just isn't adding up. I mean, we could call it what it is. Ageism. Because that's what it is. But really bringing it back, pulling back the hostility a little bit, I understand what it's like. I remember, it wasn't that long ago for me, what it felt like to be in my late teens, early 20s in fandom and being like, ugh, these old people and their old people takes. Yeah, you know what? You don't have to interact with them. Is some of it cringe? Yes. Is some of the old fandom stuff, the memes, the whatever, is there a generational divide in humor, in what we like and what we dislike, episodes we resonate with and don't resonate with? Absolutely. For a show that went on almost 2 decades, and in fact the fandom has been going on for 2 decades, there are going to be just huge groups of people you do not agree with and don't want to hang out with. That's fine. An 18-year-old should not be hanging out with a 40-year-old anyway. Like, we stay in our lanes for a purpose. I understand that. But the talking smack is killing me, you guys. I'm like, just shut up. You wouldn't have all this fic and these conventions and this fucking merch if it wasn't for them. Just be respectful. Be respectful of your elders. You're gonna be old someday too, I promise. I hope this for you. I hope you get to be old someday. I'm saying this as the representative of both groups. I am right on the divide between millennials and Gen Z. I share a lot of traits of both groups of people. I have friends in both groups. I get along with people of many different ages. So I was like, I gotta come on here and say the thing that's been on my mind, because it's starting to annoy me. It is starting to annoy me. I think the thing that people should adopt this year in 2025 is, if you don't like it, scroll.